like your socks.
Thanks. I got them from Neopets. So anyway, oh man, going to the boards on Neopets was fun back in the day. Talk about the secret avatars. God, collected them like stamps. They looked like stamps. One was a stamp. It was just an avatar. The default ones were lame, just like pets. Who wants those? I had them for getting high scores because I was a master of games. I got trophies. Oh my god, true fact here. #1 score in typing terror. Let that sink in. I got a first place trophy. It's sitting on my profile page. Speaking of profile pages, pet pages, man. Who remembers those? This guy doesn't. There's a trend going on called screenies. You do some funny screenshots and post them on your pet page. I remember specifically Ben Tappan. He's a guy you all might know. He had screenies on his page, and they weren't funny at all. But all I remember about it is that there was a picture of Avril Lavigne and "Complicated" played in the background of his pet page. And so I never visited again. But yeah, going on the boards was great. There was all sorts of different categories. Battles. No one went there. Games, discussion, that was more popular. But the fun one was the general board. You'd go there and talk about anything you wanted. Metallica.
I had a Van Halen guild that I made.
Van Halen guild. Anything you want. And mostly metal bands, apparently, is what... Oh, Van Halen's not metal, but... Anyway, so you'd go there, and you'd just type away, but the best part of it all were signatures. I had a crazy signature, man. I used some Comic Sans font, and it had glitter on it. It was blue glittery. And then it had some crazy lines. It was like a nice border going around the signature. And it said, "My name is Box." Box was my username. Not just Box, but I won't get too specific.
I know what it is.
I know what it is.
Obviously you do, but the audience doesn't. Oh, do you know it? No, I'll tell you later.
The audience, though, man.
So anyway, one day, you're looking at the boards, you're looking at the categories. There's so many categories, but you find general because that's where you want to go. That's where all the fun's happening. That's where you can talk about Metallica. And so you click it, and there's a notification. It says, "Poof! General has disappeared." It was gone. The board disappeared. I think they blamed it on fairies or something, but really people were just cybering.
Veronica disappeared.
So anyway, I didn't do that. I just talked about Metallica. Man. So, did you guys have a safety deposit box?
Yup.
Cameron did.
Yep.
I did not use mine. I had like 3 things in it that were worth nothing because I was the poorest Neopian. And that's
Speaking
why
of horny open, this one's for you. The soup kitchen. Am I right? The
soup
kitchen.
Yeah, the soup kitchen.
The soup kitchen.
You had to have
These
under
social class jokes.
you had to have under 2,000 Neopoints to go there. So when I first started out, I was going there every day. Yeah, feeding my pets. They get some good meals, home cooked meals from the nice fairies at the soup kitchen. Sweethearts. They are, volunteering their time to stick in there. But anyway, once you get over 2,000 Neopoints, you're not allowed to be there anymore. And guess what? They take measures of your entire safety deposit box. So if you have items worth over 2,000, you're not allowed to go. I just put stuff in the bank. I thought I could get away with free food. I still did with the omelet and jelly. But I couldn't go to the soup kitchen anymore. Speaking of safety deposit boxes, that's where I put all my items. You know why? You never wanted one of those notifications where someone just stole one of your items. If it's in your inventory, it's up for grabs. You know what I mean? A ghost could come by and just take it right out. You never want to leave stuff in your inventory. That's not a joke, that's advice.
Oh no. It is
Um,
messed up.
I'm sorry. So anyway, I put everything in the safe deposit box. And I gathered a lot of Neopoints. But you know what? I never used them. I would just play games every day. I would make a minimum of 5,000 Neopoints every day or I couldn't live. And then I just put it in the bank, collect interest every day. But, yeah, I put all my money in the bank, never spent it on my pets. Horrible parent. They were dying, they were in cockroach towers, eating free omelets and poisonous jelly. While I played Destructo Match. Every day. I did buy a baby paintbrush at one point from the mystical hidden tower in Fairyland. You couldn't get there just by finding it. You had to type in a URL. That's secretive. Do you know how hard it was to find that URL? Pretty easy. You can go to one of the Neopets help sites, which I did every day. There's a list of freebies, you know. And that was one of them. So yeah, I bought a baby paintbrush. I really want to paint my Ixie to a baby. Painting a baby. Painting a pen to a baby.
That's sick.
But I never did it because I thought that's too much Neopoints to spend.
How much was it?
It was 600,000. I bought it, but I stuck it in the safety deposit box where no one could get it, including my pets. I don't have any more jokes. I'm honestly just telling stories about what I did on Neopets at this point. My jokes.
That's what you were doing last
Yeah, it was.
For the Neopet Story Hour. I'm your host, Box Cover 8. With me will be that guy in the corner, Megabat 320, and DJ Cremines.
DJ Cremines.
He was on my Neo Friends list.
Really?
Yeah.
Why aren't we ever Neo friends? Well, I guess because we didn't talk to each other.
Yeah.
Best days of my life.
Neo Friends. Didn't have many.
I didn't have any.
I had more than you,
You did.
but not many. Didn't do much. Talked to him occasionally. Talked to Jake Farley. Back when he wore dragon shirts. We would Neo mail each other. I always had more Neo points than Ben, which I always did feel good about. He sucked at games. Like I said, I had a first place trophy, so. I was always annoyed that you can only get 1,000 Neo points, even for a really high score. So for a game, you're only allowed to send your score in 3 times, so that means you get 3,000 Neo points at most for one game. What a load of crap, am I right?
Yeah.
I'm right.
My mom. Anyway.
Is it per day or
Per game.
It's per game per day.
Per game per day. Sometimes I would just go all day, right to 3 a.m. when it's Easter time switches over, and then just do some more. But then the next day I'd send some scores. You've already sent in 3 scores today. You can't do it. You know what? Disappointing. Can I stop?
I mean, you can
You
stop
can
whenever
stop.
want. If you feel uncomfortable.
I need to think. I ran out of things to say.
Okay, stop it.